Hi everyone, it's Alison here from AlisonDayDesigns.com, and I thought I would give you a little tour of my newly reclaimed and redesigned scrap space. So I am here in my new space, well, new old space, whatever you want to call it. So let's take a look, okay? Okay, so directly across from me is my desk area, and I put it underneath the window so I could have some natural light. And that's, yes, it's got my computer right here. Behind my glass of water is all my 6x6 paper pads. So yesterday, for instance, I was just watching some YouTube videos and making cards. This is like a Stampin' Up! Stamping pad things, so I can just work on that. I've got my silhouette next to my computer and I can move it around so that I can more easily cut with it. And there's some cuts waiting to be taken off their mat. I got my planners right there so I can check, what I'm supposed to be doing and all that kind of good stuff. And then lots of storage. I got all my markers for my coloring up here. In this drawer, there's lots of like half-made cards and little things that I've die cut, so it's really easy for me to grab while I'm sitting here and just work on a card or two. I've got my washi tape here underneath. It is not chocolates, unfortunately. It's just embroidery thread. And right beside it I've got my Big Shot. Got this great little table from IKEA, and it was in the old space. But I've got my Big Shot there, and then my paper racks all nicely organized in rainbow order. So I've got pattern papers down this side, and then cardstock on that side, with a few remaining sticker sheets. I did get rid of most of them, I must admit, when I did my big purge. I also have a shelf up there. And previously I had things displayed on there, but I have been using it as a new space to take my photographs of my layouts and cards and things, so it's kind of fun. Alright, on the other side of my desk I've got a couple of shelving units. And let's start at the top, I guess. You can see I kind of like to label everything. I actually really like to be organized. If you've seen the state of my house, you wouldn't believe me, but I really do. And then I've got lots of journals and notes and things in here. There's more like stickers and die cuts and whatnot that I've just needed a place to put. And these are all my stickers. I'll show you where I used to store them, but I have put them in here. They're easier for me to grab and see now. I have got old 12 by 12 sort of basics papers from my Stampin' Up! Days. I still use those a lot. Some envelopes and a lot of page protectors are in there. A few albums that I'm not really sure what to do with. The Move More Eat Well didn't go so well for me. Okay, envelopes for all my cards. I've got a lot of little stamps in here. That's like a miscellaneous basket. I've lost those. And this is all my Gossamer Blue stuff. I have talked to you guys before about that. Now I did recently take out the 12 by 12 papers, but I still got all my scraps in here. And all the extra accessories and letter stickers. So that's all still there. And then down below is just some reference manuals and various things. So the other bookshelf, starting at the top again, I've got some of my class work up there in bins and extra cardstock. Some stamps. This one's got like a lot of my little Gossamer Blue ones, as well as some of my Stampin' Tools, extra sponges, my Stamp-A-Majig, that kind of thing. The stamp pads that I use the most are here. and some extra bits and pieces. And these are the stamp sets I use the most. And then down below there's all the other stamp pads I have, my crocodile, a couple of other things. That is a little bookshelf that I really want to mount on the wall, and I just kind of, I'm not sure how to do that yet. Okay, and over here is where I do most of my work. So it is a drafting table, and I did buy it for drafting when I was doing my interior design certificate. But now I use it to create all my layouts. So I got some cards on the go there. I found this great little container at Pier 1, so I've put all my mists and stuff in there. And I got this little tool chest kit thing over there. It's just got my most used like date stamp rollers. Here, I'll show you. I got my roller stamps in there. And just like little bits and pieces. I don't have a Tim Holtz tiny attacher, but I do have a couple of these really ancient tiny staplers. And then my pens and things. That's my like foam pad for when you're putting brads through stuff. And some photos ready to scrap. I also got a couple of card bases ready to go. This is something I did when I was down in Arizona, and it's a handy dandy needle case. Underneath, I have this rolling thing. I just got this at Michael's. It's got 3 fabric drawers and then this top storage thing. It had like wooden dividers, and I tried using it with the wooden dividers, but it didn't really work for me. So it's on wheels, so it's easy to pull out. And I've got my punches and my Big Shot dies and embossing folders. And then I used an old Stampin' Up! Stamp case, and this has got all my like nestabilities and thin dies and that kind of thing. It's easy to just tuck back in there. So the drawers, the top drawer has got my stickles and then all my adhesives. This is my scrap drawer. I've shown pictures of this before. And I put my cardstock in a bag. But then this is all just paper scraps. And then the bottom drawer, I've got photos ready to go. They're sorted. Now I actually did like these ones years ago when I did Chanel's cover to cover the first time. I haven't really actually gone through them because they were in a bit of an inconvenient spot before. So now I hope that they're going to be a little bit more accessible and I will actually go through them. And then just some tools that I don't use a ton, but I didn't want to get rid of. So, and now we're back at my door. Oh, underneath the table, underneath my paper racks, I've got a couple other things here. This is the rest of the sticker sheets. I used to have them up in my paper rack. I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do with those, if I'm going to keep them or not, so I just put them there for now. This is baby girl themed stuff for my girls' baby albums I'll be working on. Ribbons and twine. And then this has got CD backup of my photos. This is my mixed media case. And I haven't been doing very much mixed media lately, but I don't really want to get rid of any of this stuff. So it's here for now, and we'll see what happens. I think that's about it that I really need to show you. My desk has a couple of storage cases. I don't know what you call those, cabinets, I guess. So I have put some things in there. You can see glitter in the little containers down below. That's embossing powder and glitter and things. So it's my scoring board. I've got an extra paper trimmer there. And down on the very bottom drawer It's like an office filing cabinet. I know a lot of these have stuff from my kids' really early years, so I can go through there and pull out stuff to put on layouts if I need to. I might as well show you them. So photo paper and labels and things are in here, as well as my labeler. And this one's got some candy, because you always need to have candy, and just more office-y stuff. Sticky notes, whiteout stapler, you know, boring stuff like that. I wanted to say, I stand when I scrap, but I do have a chair, and usually it's a place that I put, you know, sort of the products that I'm working with, but that I don't want on my desk because they might get in the way. So right now it's got my August Gossamer Blue kit all ready to go. Okay, and that's about it. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you liked my little tour, and we'll see you again soon.